What's going on, everybody out there on YouTube? We are here at Crypto Life, or where crypto is life. Let me get that mic turned up a little bit. That might help out. I'll be further away. Get just as much action here. The other night I noticed that one audio channel was coming in. I fixed that. Both audio channels will come in, and I apologize for that. Always working to try to make the channel better, and always working to make things smoother. It's weird, like the audio changes each night. I feel like it's weird. Something I'm always bothering. Very tired tonight. Made the end of the stream. Wanted to get in a video tonight. Doing a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into the news. Reward.io announces multi-game quests for the Engine Multiverse. Gamers will soon to be able to earn rewards for completing quest lines that span multiple games. That's insane. That's really cool. I'm a huge fan of Engine Coin. I don't know if you are. Melting, a bunch of cool things that go on with it. But yeah, you could definitely look into it as something to... the whole idea behind it is that you could melt the token and take value from one game to another game. So that's pretty cool. A new marketing startup focused on improving loyalty and rewards program, NFTS, announced this week that it's working with Engine to bring multi-game quest lines to the Engine Multiverse, which now includes more than 30 games. According to the recent announcement, the Multiverse quests are being designed in a similar fashion to those found in the popular novel Ready Player One. These quests will feature game items allowing players to earn rewards for using virtual inventory across multiple games and platforms. We plan to take the concept of perpetual gameplay to the furthest extreme by developing quests and game items that travel through a vast expanse of gaming universes, spilling out info, websites, and social media, said Reward.io CEO Simon Curtenegoro. We also intend to offer ways for 2 billion gamers out there to receive tangible value for their in-game pursuits by playing games and receiving rewards that can improve their lives. That's amazing. And you can see the tweet here and go to reward.io and see what's going on. Really cool. Really cool. I'm a huge fan of this Ballet, whatever. I don't know how we're gonna pronounce it. I haven't really heard it pronounced exactly right. I think it's Ballet. The world's first multi-currency non-electronic physical wallet, 100% offline cold storage. This one's even gold-plated, which is pretty cool. Probably looks really beautiful and just nice to have. And this will hold your Bitcoin. And this is what you can give to family and friends at Christmas, parties. It just makes it a lot easier to hand someone Bitcoin. They don't have to worry about all the logins. And the cool thing about this is you don't need your name. You don't need a bunch of stuff. Like, it is what it is, you know? There's a little video here with Tommy Lee, and he kind of gets into what it is.
Hello, my name is Bobby Lee. I'm very excited to tell you about my startup. It's called Ballet, and we're here to bring you what we consider very revolutionary and innovative hardware wallet solution called the Real Series Ballet cryptocurrency wallet. Well, my background is actually for Bluetooth. There's no NFC circuitry. There's no secure enclave chip that needs constant firmware upgrades. There's no power or battery. There's no cables, no USB connections. There's no compatibility. It's really future-proof. It's built to last. It's made of stainless steel, very hard, resilient, and literally you could put in Bitcoins in, throw it under a bed mattress, put in the safe, even put in the time capsule, and come back 5 years, 10 years, 20 years later, your funds will be safe in here. And the way we do this is this actually takes a lot of engineering. It took us almost 9 months to fully design and manufacture this device, okay? It's the world's first, what we call multi-currency non-electronic hardware wallet.
I mean, this is a really good idea. The issue is we need more adoption. The other day, I go over this story again, but my friend was like, oh, give me $20. And it just, I had to tell him to go to Coinbase. And after a while, he was like, this is just a lot of nonsense. How do we make this a lot faster? So I said, this multi-currency non-electronic physical wallet is a great idea. I really want to hand these out to my family and friends this Christmas. I'd like to get a batch of these and give them out. I'd like to become an ambassador. become the marketing apprenticeship. I'd like to just be a huge part of this. I think it's an amazing thing, and I think it's what we need. We kind of, as futuristic and amazing and innovative as the tech space is now and the cryptocurrency space, we need to go backwards a little bit, make things really simple so we can lead the horses to water, get people into it at a mass scale. It's a really good idea. Bitcoin's upcoming halving exposes long-term security issues. What does network security mean? The decentralized immutability of a blockchain network lies in its resistance to double spend problem. For proof of work, this means its resistance to hash rate 51% attack, controlling more than half of the network's hash rate, thus more than half of the block production. So you got to make sure that you never get a 51% attack. Bitcoin hash rate back at all-time highs. Miners are clearly not being deterred by this week's price action. It's funny. So they're going to think that when we have a lower hash rate, we're going to have less miners, A rough estimate of the price of conducting a network attack can be obtained by calculating how many top-of-the-line devices are needed to recreate the existing hash rate. This approach introduces several simplifications. It assumes that the attacker does not already control part of the hash rate and discounts production, setup, and electricity costs. Blah, blah, blah. So it costs 1.7 million devices, $4.2 million to attack Bitcoins. Only cost $4.2 million. Surprisingly, this wasn't much higher in February when Bitmain's S was still the most powerful ASIC miner at about 2.6 billion was required to cover 44 exahashes of network hash rate. That amounts to only 58% increase attack cost versus 104% increase in hash rate. Will the halving affect security? Ultimately, as Bitcoin block rewards continue to have more and more of the network security, will depend on fees. Sometime in the 2140 block rewards will stop entirely, meaning that the network will need to run entirely on transaction fees unless fundamental changes are made to blockchain Bitcoin's code. The daily revenue from fees currently amounts to about $350,000 or 2.2% of the daily block reward of $15.8 million. As the reward halving looms, fees will need to increase by 22 times to cover the incoming shortfall in revenue. Otherwise, the hash rate will drop and the security of the network will decrease. It's kind of scary. I'm a huge Bitcoin supporter, but that's a little weird, It's like, This isn't just speculation. Litecoin had its halving in August this year, and the network's hash rate dropped by nearly 30%. The cost of a 51% attack after the halving is likely to plummet to approximately $2.1 billion if the price remains similar. All right, something to think about. Something to think about, guys. Always got to be hedging your mind, hedging your bets. The majority of altcoins have been increasing through 2019. However, after many reached their yearly highs around June, they have since been on a downward trend. Furthermore, their rate of increase has been considered slower than that of Bitcoin, causing later dominance rate to increase. Yeah, Bitcoin's dominance has been going up and up and up. But, it kind of leveled off around 73, and I think we're sitting around 69, yeah. It's been around 50% of the history, and it currently stands at 69%. This has caused many to call for an increase in the price of altcoins, thereby initiating another alt season. I'm seeing a lot of altcoins go up. You have to look for them. You have to know what's going on. But if you're in a trade group or if you're with a lot of people that are all looking, that you're going to find what altcoins are going up. We're going to go over my trades of the day, trades that I got into earlier today, and we're going to show you what's going on with those. And maybe you want to just keep them on your radar. FBI director sees crypto becoming a bigger thorn in its side. Testifying in front of the Senate Homeland Security Committee, Christopher Wray, director of the United States, made it clear that he sees cryptocurrency as a threat. I find it really strange, yet again, that the smartest people in the world don't understand how easy it is to backtest and understand where a transaction is. I can understand how they don't like Monero and privacy coins, but eventually privacy is something that we all deserve and would want, and we should get our own privacy even when we spend things. We don't have to tell people where, what, and how we're spending our money. I mean, that's really none of anyone's business but our own. So we went over that. Yep. Now, this is funny, man. Her Majesty, the Queen, rules out crypto as a currency. Only a few weeks after the United States Internal Revenue Service published new guidance for crypto taxation, the United Kingdom's Tax Payments and Customs Authority, Her Majesty's Revenue Customs, updated its crypto policy. The HMR policy paper is expected conservative, and it stands in line with other countries' tax treatment for cryptocurrencies. The HMRC explicitly states that it does not consider crypto as currency, and that the policy paper uses the term crypto assets, not cryptocurrency. Capital gains tax is commonly used to tax crypto activity in many countries, such as the US and Israel. However, while many other countries are struggling to draw a line between personal activity and professional trading, the HMRC states that crypto would fall into the definition of business activity only in exceptional circumstances. So that's pretty interesting, you know, different laws for different peeps. This is Cardano. It's going to have a self-checkout blockchain system. It's pretty interesting. Gearing a starting point, but there's a bunch of different steps. But yeah, you grab all your items, go to the register, self-scan, weigh, or attendant scans. Balance required is shown on screen with a QR code. And then you scan the code with the phone and you authorize the validation. And then with a password, thumbprint, or Face ID. Wow, so they are really going to move forward with Face ID in cryptocurrency. It's kind of going to push us forward, you know. Litecoin manages to sustain its position amidst volatility. The intraday movement in Litecoin has not been quite impressive. If the coin improves in later hours, the intraday can expect a positive closing. So we're sitting at Litecoin about $61.12. The price improved and went to $62.36 by 2.2% in the first few hours. Yeah, I think Litecoin has found its bottom. I think it's safe to say if you could put an order at $58, you'd be lucky to get Litecoin. That's maybe the cheapest you'll see it, $55, $56 in the next, you know, hopefully year or two. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Litecoin. I hold a lot of Litecoin. I traded a lot of Litecoin in the last bull run, and I will trade it again in this one coming up. Ethereum at 184.7 seemed to be making a bit of a move from its low here of 181 and its other lows back. This is an hour chart, so it's showing. But if we just check it out on the daily, it's actually doing all right. Hitting these lows, finally made a higher low. You can see low, higher low. So it's on its way. 149, you know, those are the lows right there. So it's doing its thing. It's coming up out of a trend, and it's creating a new uptrend. And that's what we need. When Ethereum moves, it moves all the other altcoins around. So remember that. And Nano looks like a buy possibly. Look, it's flagging right now on the 1 hour. If we boom this up a little bit, and we could turn this into a little flag. And yeah. Now you would buy the length of the pole. You could buy now, and then the length of the pole would be your target here. Get out to 2 cents. If I'm looking on the 1 hour, it's nothing, right? But 10 cents would get you 10% on this coin. About 9, yeah. So you're already getting 2.5% on this move here, and then you could go from there and see what happens. Small percentage gains, but there's still moves nonetheless. VeChain at half a cent still holding really strong this level, and see this rounded bottom. That's usually a good sign, really good sign. Low on the RSI. You had a MACD cross here, still kind of chugging along, but we'd like to we're gonna skip around a little bit till we see some more momentum in the next few days. Kava just had a little bit of a run, sitting at 107, and it boomed up to 115 just today in the last few hours. That was at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon today. So there's a little bit of a run up there. And that's a nice little 9% gain. All you need, a 9-cent gain, all you need is 10 cents to get 10%. So it's kind of nice. This is a brand new coin just on my radar here. ARPA chain just came out on Binance. So fresh meat, guys. Check it out. Ontology looks like a buy right now. Looks like it could be breaking out. It was inside of this triangle here, kind of a wedge. So check out Ontology. Win had huge gains today. At one point, it was up from the low. I mean, a lot. Like, let's see, 20%. And this is on the 1 hour chart. So if we even went to the 4 hours, up a lot more than that. And it tanked back down, but finding support here. Let's see if it can hold support. That might be a good entry. Chill's been playing some games, been up and down. There's a double top, kind of came down, you can see, but now it's leveling out. This was a nice buy here in the low 12s, and you could have gotten out in 13 here. There's a nice little section to swing trade. It's very interesting. Atom is a trade I'm in right now. currently in at 370, so somewhere around here. It is a double top, which usually is bearish. That could fall down the length of the neck. Looking back to 367, nice place to buy. Bounce right off the 200. Very possible. But it is in, let's see, it is in its own channel here. But it is, yeah, come back down to the channel. Seems like that's kind of where it wants to go, right here. Maybe it gets saved at 381. But yeah, interesting enough. Don't like to see those double tops like that. Look, there's one there, played out to the downside. There's a sloping one, but it's still played out. There's kind of one there, played out. These falling wedges, that's where I like to buy right here. Get into these. This is the move you're looking for. That was kind of what I did here. Boom. 398, 397. We went up pretty high. Would have probably been a nice sell right there. Nice little topper. I got another template I like to look at. The market cipher. And you can see it's calling a bottom here at 364. It's usually pretty good about calling those too. If we hit the daily, it's really strong on the daily. If we look for these green dots, bam, 193. That would have been a wonderful buy, right? Another buy here, another buy here at 270. Still has yet to send a sell signal out. The daily looking pretty strong, but we have a curve here. That's not a good sign. It means we're kind of gonna come down. Yeah. Maybe time to exit this trade, possibly for me, even though it's a buy signal here. I don't know. There's a few indications here like that. Down, like down. I mean, down. This curve didn't take us down too much, which is really strange here. If you can see, we were here. 299. Still 30 cents though, you know. So that means we could go back. 360. Another one I'm looking at here is this XTZ. It flags if you look at better on the 4 hour here. But yeah, see, it's in a bull pennant, you know, ascending triangle, trying to get out to my target here, 131, 132. We can get up. I'd be happy at 129. I entered this trade at about 118. So it's close. It's close. But here we have some good movement. Still some push up here on the RSI. This could flatten out. Maybe kind of mellow out and push back. Very low MACD red symbol. So maybe that will kind of filter out. I think this is actually looking really good. This is looking good. Yeah. Might want to position myself out of here and get back into here. I don't know. I'm thinking of that right now. It's very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, those coins are definitely worth checking out. Look at my list here. And little XRP. XRP finally made a higher low. First time in a few days, as you can see here. This was back on the 22nd of October. We made this. That was that huge wick that day. Caught everyone off guard. Boom. And we had the huge boom up. And then we were making some gains, and then boom, another huge wick down. But it almost looks like these could be fractals. Like, look, wick down, move up, wick down, move up. And how much higher did we move from that high? From the wick down, we were here. We ended up moving up to here. So 30, 31. So could this 31, could we get up to 32, 33, somewhere up here. Very low on the RSI, MACD cross coming right here. So it's looking really good, actually. XRP, hopefully without any weird Bitcoin moves, we might actually see some upward price movement here on XRP. But yeah, Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. And I'll be here tomorrow. Crypto Lifer.